Michael Oliver, honest to God, how do you sleep at night knowing that you make several incorrect decisions? You probably get a pat on the back from your chums that are referees, and you probably get a nice paycheck. And I know Arsenal fans, on one hand, clearly for years, going back beyond my years, and for fans older than me, they can vouch for it. There is a difference in the way we are refed and the way other people are refs. And I do think Arsenal fans do the woe is me, have a victim's mindset, scream and shout, shake it all about when referees have nothing to do with it. That being said, simultaneously and at the same hand, the second part of the coin, there's clearly a bias against my football club, and there's an evident agenda from referees. I cannot believe, well, I can. In theory, the Premier League say they got the best managers. They got the best players, the best this, the best that, best stadiums, best rivalries, all this crap. So why is the level of refereeing this incompetent? Me, I think it's by design. I don't think it's a coincidence. The fat cats that enjoy, that control the game we all enjoy and love all around the world, there's no way they've got this. They want these talking points because this will be a talking point going into a week. Arsenal, we need to appeal that Miles Lewis Skelly red card. I believe Mikel Arteta after the game said, he basically gave the language of, what I think, we shouldn't even have to, appeal that. You lot should come out and say you made an L. What I would say to Lewis Skelly is welcome to really and truly welcome to being a professional footballer for Arsenal Football Club. And it's a shame. This is the first time I believe Ethan and Lewis Skelly, two Hay lenders that have in a mixed season for Arsenal, statistically we're second, all of that kind of crap, but it's not going to plan. They've made their first start together, not the little idiot preseason games. They're starting in the Prem. Lewis Skelly's been robbed of more minutes, and obviously Ethan had to get subbed because there was a bit of chopping and changing. It's an absolute farce. It's an absolute disgrace. There's so many inconsistencies. Even the way in which Wolves' João Gomez was João Gomez, whatever his name is, forgive me, was sent off for the 2 yellows versus a straight red. It don't make sense. Why VAR didn't intervene and say, yo, you lot are tweaking? I don't know. I'm not here for that. I do say numerous times, when we have been given these curveballs by referees and red cards, I think we as Arsenal fans, a lot get caught up in this trap of just focusing on that. I'm big on A, talking about that, but B, controlling the controllables, controlling what we can control. We can't control that farce of a ref. We can control defending well, which we kept a clean sheet and we got 3 points, obviously, and scoring. But beyond the red card and all of that, I'm proud of my boys in the second half, because the second half, obviously the sending off happened in the first. The second half, we just, maybe need to get out there with a point. We still want to win. It's just trenches now. It's just about getting the results. Everybody stood firm. Shout out to Calafiori as well for obviously scoring the goal. Everyone is man of the match. David Raya, big performance. Declan Rice, I think, did well. Timber, Spartan, but everyone did what they needed to do. Of course, we still have them issues of we're not really creating that much. And when we are, Kai Havertz probably should have a brace. Martinelli as well. The struggles with those two continue. But we got it done. We still found a way. And this is what I feel has needed to be there on several other occasions. We've got red cards. Of course, we've been here. We've got 8 Michael Oliver has sent off 8 Arsenal players in his career, the most of any other team. And I'm sure there's probably similar stats. So the less said about the ref, the better. In relation to the controllables, we need to work on being more efficient and effective in front of goal. I think that's here to stay. Whether we sign someone in the summer or in January, I think we'll be talking about this and certain players week in, week out. So yeah, man, we could have scored more. We scored enough. We got the 3 points. Bit of an insurance policy with the greatest of respect to Wolves going into the game against Manchester City next weekend. And obviously we've got the last game in the Champions League. So I'm a happy boy because we found a way to win. It's as simple as that. I would say as well, I think we started the game fairly well. I think, obviously Semedo looked like he might get an assist, and, probably at the very minimum, Wolves should have probably not allowed us to leave their place with a clean sheet. I was a bit disappointed because I think we pressed very well. I think we pressed very well in the first half. And I did think the back 5, including the goalie, like Kai even picked the pocket or almost did of Sarr. I think we was pressing really well. I think their defense looked a bit nervous, and I want to see us when we're in them environments, kind of the same things about being efficient in front of goal. When we're in those scenarios, kill the game. Like, we could have scored more today. We count our blessings because it could have went left. We could have dropped 2 points. We could have lost. We should have played with 11 men. I don't know if Michael Oliver felt an element of pressure of sending off a Wolves lad. It was almost like an Atletico Madrid thing, but isolated today, I think we stood up tall. We did what we needed to do, and I'm proud of all of my players. That's never a red card. It's a yellow card. That's never red. Never, ever, ever. Not even in Sunday League would you get that. That's never a red card. That's a farcical decision. I'm probably exaggerating because we see dodgy decisions week in, week out. But that's up there for one of the worst red cards I've ever seen. It's definitely up there when, you know, Gibbs got sent off instead of Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain for different reasons. But we won. It's happy days. We move in it, people. And it was definitely an eventful Saturday. Big up you lot that are part of my watch alongs, from the streams being behind to the streams cutting off to a red card to the goal. I think the game captured all of the emotions. Now, fortunately, it had an happy ending. But what about when it doesn't? So, Michael Oliver, I'm sure you're a good guy, and I don't know you as a person, but as a referee, you lack integrity. You're an absolute liar. You have evident bias and unconscious biases that are affecting not only my football club, but the element of the game in the Premier League. And I don't know how you can look at yourself in the mirror. You're an absolute prick. Pardon my French. And on that note, smash the like button. Let me know your thoughts.